It took 2 years to reach full spec on the design, and another to write the gene code for it.
Did Lyle build you a gene from scratch?
He had a few handy sequences in the freezer. If you start leaking calcium, I'll put you back in one gene. But it seems to be doing the trick. Even Walter's responded to it.
Okay.
My first NASA mission. In 0G for about a month. I had 3 loose teeth, legs like a chicken, and the gallstone the size of a robin's egg.
Well, it seems the bad old days are behind you now, Walter.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Having fun?
Yeah. There's no nausea, no muscle ache. It feels quite different. How's my count?
Holding.
This is wonderful. A piece of history.
So, how are our little Keeler bugs?
They're putting in some serious overtime. Gail, have you had time to, make a decision yet?
Yes. I've decided to speak to Catherine.
Young love.
Shannon, you're looking great.
I feel great. Your space juice has really got me cranked up.
I'll be coming to see you later.
Really?
I need some blood.
Take as much as you like, within reason. You know, Lyle, you've really done yourself proud with that girl.
It's a privilege to be working with a scientist of Gail's caliber.
Yeah, but she's cute too, right?
Gail is exactly how nature intended a woman to be.
So, this is where it all happens, huh? Restocking your biofactory? Hey, is this your stock?
Right, our cell line.
These chelatonin bugs, are they hard to keep alive?
No, you just have to feed them. The trick is to get them to produce lots of melatonin.
I bet you this thing's worth a few bucks, huh?
Given the way the trial's going, it's probably worth more than the entire station.
You're joking, right?
How do I look?
No! The company are very excited with your results, but they're fretting about the safety of the cell line. They want it to go down with you on Tuesday's shuttle.
Oh. Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Catherine, I'd really like to stay on up here. Once the space trial is over, the company will take the project out of my hands. Their product team will handle the full clinical trial. I've some research I've been wanting to space test for some time. I'm rather popular with the board of directors at the moment. I'm sure they'll back it. Of course, if you're all wanting to see the back of me.
Well, Gail, we've enjoyed your company, but I'm going to ask you a question. Do you want to stay on here because of this, or because of Lyle?
If I said both, would that be a problem?
Not necessarily. Look, what I'm concerned about is that you really feel you're suited to life up here.
Catherine, I don't honestly know if I'm suited to the space lifestyle, but I'd like to give it a go.
I'll talk to the company. And Harry, as my chief science officer, she has her say.
Of course.
Gail, how did it go?
She's getting Paula out of 0G.
Are you borrowing something?
I thought I'd take a look at a molecular graphic of melatonin. Do you have a problem with that?
No.
Good.
I don't think it'll be a problem for Gail to stay on. Company want to keep her sweet. We like her. Even the Roms like her.
Catherine has to consult Harry first.
Well, she's the chief science officer.
She's chief something else at the moment.
Well, I'll take it easy, will you? She's under a lot of stress with her custody case.
I know. I'm going to try my very best to be extremely understanding.
You should.
Careful, Lyle, do not spill the drinks.
Champagne, is that from the party?
I saved a bottle just in case we needed to celebrate.
Yes, make the most of it.
Shannon, you've got some serious appetite.
I'm still alive.
Who has one?
Yeah, I need to get
You
one
too.
for me.
What was the thing you got in there?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
I'd like to celebrate with you the success of Dr. Malloy's preliminary trial. I'd like to think mankind is a lot closer to the healthy conquest of space. Tequila tonic.
Melatonin.
And of course to Gail.
Yeah.
I'd just like to thank you guys for volunteering. Special thanks to Paula for devising an indicator test, and to Carve for helping with hematology, and to Lyle, who made the gene for me, and to Harry for putting up with an extra hand on the science deck.
What would happen if the molecule's head side came across a cadmium ion?
Cadmium?
The head would grab it. The redistribution of charge would straighten the tail. The entire molecule would be able to slip back through the interstitial membrane back out into the bloodstream.
That's an interesting theory.
Is it? Harry, what's this about?
Melatonin seems just the kind of chelating agent that would help the Warnica victims.
Warnica?
Well, you have to be the only person on the planet who hasn't heard of Warnica.
Harry, we're not on the planet. We're in space.
A chemical factory blew up in southern Russia. 2 million people are suffering from cadmium poisoning.
I know about Warnica.
Didn't you look out the window a few months back? You could see the dust cloud.
Well, maybe Gail's new wizard drug can help these sick people.
You gotta be joking. The company owned the patent on melatonin. They want to make back their costs and a profit besides.
Is that so unreasonable?
Do you think they're going to license cheap manufacture to help a bunch of peasants? No. They will sell it at a top price to the space industries. The Warnica victims will just have to suffer and die.
Why didn't you just poison our glasses, Harry?
Sorry, I forgot we were celebrating.
Oh, jeez! Oh, God!
It's okay, don't worry.
The old zero-G lunch.
This is a really cool design. Congratulations, guys.
Oh,
Thank you.
What the hell is she going on about? She's just jealous. We're twice the scientist she is.
That's not true. She's a very smart biochemist. And I like her. I'm sure we can all get along fine.
I'm sure we can.
What's really bugging you? Can't you tell me?
It's just not fair that Harry is holding sway over our future.
Things will be fine. Just try to relax.
Good morning, Paula. No. That is much too close. Where's Harry?
She was working late last night.
Did you restock?
Yes.
You did take some readings.
Yes, everything's fine.
Did you check them against the figures I took last night?
No.
The cell line's dying.
What? It can't be. I didn't see one dead cell. Lyle, give it to me. We've got to do this properly. It's fine. There's not a single dead cell.
Let me see. Well, why is the biomass down by nearly a gram? You must have spilled some.
I'm sorry.
I said you must have spilled some of the cell line.
What?
You spilled your champagne last night, Paula. Too much zero-G.
Lyle, what is wrong with you?
Paula, you can tell me. Just admit you spilled it.
Listen, I've got work to do.
Harry, may I have a word?
Morning.
A gram of melatonin cell line has just disappeared. Paula restocked the batch. She won't admit she spilled it.
I did not spill anything.
Is the cell line okay?
Yes, it's fine.
Then let's forget about it. We're talking about a very small amount of waste.
We're talking about screwing up 5 years' hard work.
Wow, you're shouting.
I think Gail should know about this.
So what's the problem?
She could have endangered your project.
She didn't. Everything's fine.
Did you shout at her?
Well, I was a little...
Are you going to apologize?
I'm sorry, I really don't know what came over me.
Do you want a coffee?
Thank you. I'm going to put this matter out of my mind.
Good.
I've decided to forgive you.
Forgive me. Oh, screw you, Lyle. And you know where you can stick your bug farm.
Hey! What is this about?
It's the principle that counts, the principle of trust and honesty in the lab. I mean, how can we work together when we can't admit to each other that we've made a mistake?
For the last time, Lyle, I did not spill any cell line.
Then where the hell is it? Are you telling me someone sneaked in during the night and stole it?
What?
Well, took it or borrowed it.
So you're calling me a thief now?
Did I call her a thief? I mean, did I?
All right, Lyle. Leave it with me. Well, if any of the cell line was spilled, it must have gone in the disposal unit. And if every disposal is recorded, it'll be... Oh.
I know, we've been forgetting. We've had a lot of work recently. Is this an inspection?
Harry, you're working with some extremely biohazardous materials. Our air cycle's only 14 minutes.
I'll organize a cleanup. Anything else?
Is there a grammar cell line missing?
I don't know. Maybe Lyle made a mistake yesterday when he took his readings.
Things get lost, even in space. It's one of the great unsolved mysteries of the universe.
Walter, this could be serious.
So blame it on the Romes. That's what they're here for.
If any of that cell line gets into the hands of a competitor, the company's stand to lose billions.
Oh, really? My heart bleeds.
Come on, there'd be a major security inquiry and they'd be straight up here.
Do you really think one of our crew is going to smuggle a piece of that cell line off the station on the shuttle?
Do you think it's possible?
Well, I knew of a guy once who was smuggling computer components in empty nitrogen cylinders. He had a guy down on the ground helping him. Do you really think we got a thief on board?
Don't let's use that word. We don't have any real evidence that anything's been taken. If this is just a fantasy, I don't want it taking root.
Well, you don't have to be a shrink to realize what kind of paranoia this sort of thing can cause. What are you going to do?
I want all materials that belong on the science deck returned to the science deck. By materials, I mean any borrowed equipment, pet experiments, and all biomaterials covered by Unity patent. I want them returned by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Just a few bits and pieces. You're going to the science day? Writing a letter. Lionel Penfold, the Lionel Penfold, Nobel Prize winner.
He's a friend.
You are a high flyer. I've really started something here, haven't I? I just felt protective of you and your project.
If that's how you protect me, then don't. I haven't seen that side of you before. It scared me.
It scared me too. These feelings that I have for you, they're all new for me. It won't happen again, I promise.
So, what's Christmas like in space?
Well, it's very Christmassy. I've even been known to sing.
It's not here.
Catherine, I think we should let this go.
Had a Russian breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Try some.
Thank you all for cooperating. No cell line's been returned. I'm not going to pursue this any further.
Well, I'm not going back to work with Lyle until he apologizes.
I was rude. There was no way to treat a colleague or a friend.
I am not a liar.
Then I must have made some sort of mistake, taking my readings the night before.
Right. Well, let's put this behind us and get back to work.
Oh, great. More bug feed.
You got the last 10 units on the station. Listen, Lyle, maybe the kid got a little bit clumsy. After all that zero-G, it happens. You can't blame her for wanting to keep her sheet clean.
Walter, the entire incident is in my wastebasket, okay? It's a cross between a coconut and a rambutan.
Oh, looks wild.
I don't normally eat fruit that grows fur, but on this occasion, what the heck?
Maybe if you brace it.
It is edible.
I'm hoping the cocotan contains an ideal proportion of proteins and carbohydrates.
But it's not the sort of fruit you take on a picnic, is it?
You could sit on it.
Maybe if you used a sharper knife.
Or an industrial laser.
Gail, you above all people should appreciate that this is a complex multi-hybrid. I was going to cross it with a mango.
So, that would be a manangatang. Or an orange.
An orangutan, yes. Of course, there is one other thing you can do with it.
Well, good night, guys. I've got some work to do.
No.
Okay.
My deal, I believe.
Suits Lyle, being in love.
What's the matter?
You know.
I looked Juanica up on the map. You were born 200 kilometers away. You never said if any of your family were affected.
You didn't ask.
But don't you trust me?
I lost my uncle. I lived with him for 9 years. He raised me as his own son. My cousin's children are very sick. Their bones won't grow. They can't walk.
I'm sorry.
I'll do what I can.
Well, Dr. Malloy, it seems you're staying for another tour of duty.
Thank you, Catherine. You've made me very happy.
Paula, did you, borrow a unit of bug feed?
What?
Did you take a unit of bug feed from the locker?
No.
Harry?
What?
Hi, guys. I just thought I'd let you know it's official. I'm staying.
Hey, congratulations.
I'm very happy, but we're a unit of bug feed missing. Harry and Paula say they haven't used it. These were the last 10 units on the station. I've used 2. 10 minus 2 is 8, so why are there only 7?
Lyle, it's just a bug feed.
Am I not allowed to believe my own eyes?
I'm sure there's an explanation.
It doesn't take a genius to work out what's going on here. I knew I didn't make a mistake.
Lyle?
It would mean switching off some mainframe functions for an hour or 2.
Try it. Lyle,
A unit of bug feed has gone missing.
gone missing. Is there something else on your mind?
Oh, I would have thought it was glaringly obvious. Whoever stole a gram of Gale's cell line is keeping it fed.
Let's not jump to conclusions, Lyle.
Catherine, it's hidden somewhere on this station. I want to know what you're going to do about it.
Hi, Catherine. You okay?
Catherine, if anything was hidden on this station, you'd never find it. I mean, there's 1,000 meters of ducting in the sublevel alone. And what does this prove? This could all be just another one of Lyle's weird paranoias.
Yes, but we have to contemplate the possibility it's not.
What, there's some big black market in cell lines all of a sudden?
Money may not be the motive. You heard Harry talk about the victims of the Warnico explosion. She seemed to think Keelatonin would help.
Oh, Harry and her big mouth. Look, you're not going to tell the company, are you?
No. No, this is just the excuse they're looking for to install surveillance cameras and appoint a security officer. Now, I won't see us lose the scientific freedom we enjoy up here. Well, we can deal with this ourselves.
That's not going to make you flavor of the month.
I think I can face that. Can you?
Me? Look, I hope you don't expect me to snoop for you.
No, not snoop, but you're my second-in-command, Walter, and we've got to get to the bottom of this.
Kath, these people are like family to me. They're all I have. Harry needs my support in her custody case. Heck, I delivered her baby.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Walter, we all helped deliver her baby. And I need your help right now.
Okay. So how do you want to play this?
I can't believe she congratulated you. I mean, talk about changing a tune.
Lyle, you're being really irritating and I don't like it. We're all getting behind with our work and I still haven't finished the trial.
I don't trust that woman an inch.
Lyle, stop it! You did it again!
Nobody respects or admires you as much as I do.
You promised you wouldn't!
I did it again, didn't I? I really don't know what's happening to me.
Maybe it's a mistake me staying on up here.
Don't say that. It's not too late to smooth out this business. But I'll go and see Catherine.
I need to see you both.
We've got a crew meeting.
If anyone has been culturing a portion of the Keelatonin cell line, will they please tell me now? And we'll take this no further.
Catherine, can we forget this?
No, Lyle, we can't. I won't allow anyone to risk the scientific freedom we have. I'm ordering an immediate inspection of crew quarters.
You're going to search our private belongings?
Apart from anything else, if there's a bacterial culture off the science deck, it's a hazard to health and safety.
This is snooping and spying, and an infringement of our rights as employees.
The alternative is I report what's happened to the company.
Let's send that guy a school up here. Mess the results. That's what they call him. Because the result is all he cares about.
He will have us all making statements about each other. We'd never be able to look each other in the eye again, that's for sure.
That's if we're still up here. We're all replaceable.
Oh, what a chicken shit attitude. Oh, well, what's the point?
Okay. Lyle, you first.
What, me?
Lyle, you're a member of my crew. Your berth will be inspected like everyone else's.
Lyle, exactly what am I looking for?
A dish of some description or some sort of flask with the bugs in a liquid suspension.
So how do you know it's not two of us?
Paula, we're going to have to control our imaginations.
So what if someone has taken some of that cell line? Are we so afraid that it might go to the people who really need it?
Aren't you worried about dishonesty in the workplace?
Oh, you want this to be the point. But actually, it's not. Is there anyone around this table who thinks that their own job is more important than the health of thousands of people? Well?
In your professional opinion, do you think we can ever get back to trusting each other?
Suspicion is a demon. Once it's raised, it won't go away. It has to be slain.
Who are the children?
Nadia and Anatole.
I'm sorry.
Did Paula tell you?
No, I did.
Jason is taking a long time.
Oh, this is so ridiculous.
Paula, sit down. It doesn't have to be a circus.
Harry?
I was just chatting.
Gail?
Gail?
Somebody explain.
It's all right, I understand.
Of course, Walter's near retirement. In need of a little nest egg.
Let's not point fingers. Before we know, we'll be having all sorts of strange ideas about each other.
You wouldn't know how to look after a cell culture.
No, I wouldn't be too sure about that. Are they through?
And this is the latest hair restoring gel. It doesn't work either. What?
Bioengineering?
Yeah, Lyle got me interested in it. I thought I'd find out what this is all about. Come on, Catherine.
You asked Lyle what form the sunlight would be in.
Yeah, so?
This tells you on page 1.
Catherine, you have to read a book in order to know what's inside it. I haven't even opened this. You see the way this thing's got us thinking?
Lyle, no cell line has been found, nor any missing carton of growth medium. I'd like us to be able to put this episode behind us. We have to trust each other. Right. The shuttle will be arriving in 11 hours. Harry, are you on schedule with the science payload?
We'll put in some overtime. In fact, we'll work through the night.
Thank you. All of you.
All of these are going down. Each dish will need a smart case.
We've got samples going to 14 labs.
Yeah, so we need 14 transit boxes. I'll leave the kilatonin material to you, Lyle.
No weather delay.
Just try and relax.
I'll feel better once we get rid of this payload.
for Nishikawa, Tokyo. Where's this going?
To the World Health Labs.
Penfold, I know that name. Didn't he win a Nobel Prize?
He certainly did. He's a personal friend of Gale's.
Is this what I think it is?
Uh-huh.
Give me that. We'll pack that right now.
The company is concerned that all possible care is taken with the kiloton cell line.
My chief science officer assures me it's in good health and safe for transit.
The president of bioengineering wishes to remind you that all genetic materials associated with the project must be sent down with the cell line. This is a company order that carries a full security status.
The entire gene library. How paranoid can they get?
A few years from now, and the company will be selling the gene, not the drug. The first generation of space colonists will be tacking it onto their children's DNA just to give them a head start in life.
I can see it now. Lots of kiloton and kiddies all floating in zero-G. Happy and healthy.
And to think, Lyle, Build Me a Gene Campbell made it all possible.
We're 2 smart cases short. I'll go and see Cabby. He might have some spares.
Docking in 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Still curious?
Is, Professor Vassilian a friend of yours?
Not a close friend.
He's an expert on Wernicke syndrome.
He's an authority on a number of bone pathologies, Lyle. How can I help you?
Oh, so, do you have any smart cases?
How many do you need?
How many have you got?
I had 10, but I had to use them for blood samples. How many do you need?
2.
Lucky. These are my last 2.
Attention to detail. Where are the others?
Went for a coffee. Got those smart cases. So pack your gene library. I'll get this down to the cargo bay.
Pipettes, centrifuges, gel boxes, smart cases. 64 plus 10 for the medical bay, 74.
300 meters. 200 meters.
RGS engaged.
74 minus 10 mycoplasmids, minus 22 biophages, minus 15, minus 9, minus 6. Yes! Leaves 1 smart case unaccounted for.
We're docked.
I'll go and find Shannon, see if he needs some help. Gail, I read the synopsis for your new project.
We should talk about it.
We should.
Reconfiguring.
I'll get the payload moving.
Lyle? What's he been doing?
Go and find out. I'll get this down to the cargo bay.
Down pressure.
1000, copy.
Catherine, not only has a gram of the cell line and a unit of bug feed been stolen, now a smart case has been swiped. I think that proves beyond reasonable doubt that there's a cell line culture in our payload. Don't you?
Unity was standing by to receive your payload.
It's in that virus box. She knows no one will want to open it.
Leave this with me.
I want that box open.
Lyle, Leave this with me.
If you won't open it, Catherine, I will.
Dr. Campbell, I am ordering you off this deck.
Unity, this is Hermes. We're waiting for your payload.
Tell them we have a delay. No details.
Hermes, this is Unity. We have a delay.
Have you seen Lyle?
Not now, Gail.
Oh, this is crazy. Not only that, it's stupid. We're supposed to believe Lyle's crazy calculations. Please, Kath, let's just let this thing go.
No, we can't ignore it. Not now.
Well, we've already held up the shuttle. Control's gonna be all over our backs. We're gonna want to know what the hell's going on. What are you gonna do, lie to them?
I'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, well, I'll give you 5 minutes before they start screaming. I hope you don't expect me to open this.
We'll X-ray.
We can't. It's lead lined. The thing's radiation proof.
What's going on? I just saw Catherine heading towards cargo.
We've caught our thief, or should I say thieves. It's not just Harry. Who'd have thought Cave would have muddied himself in this business?
Cave? Lyle, he's your friend.
He's been corresponding with a certain Professor Vesalian, an expert on Wernicke syndrome.
Professor Vesalian is an authority on bone calcium. The company paid him to advise us during the trial. Lyle, stop this, please.
Well, maybe Cave isn't directly involved in Harry's conspiracy against you.
You're the one who's conspiring against me.
How can you say that? No one cares about you more than I do.
Why are you doing this to me?
I'm defending your reputation.
You're persecuting me.
Gail. Gail!
I give you another minute before Control starts screaming.
It's too obvious.
What?
It's not in there.
Well, I don't know where the hell else it would be. I was here the whole time they were loaded. There's no way somebody could have slipped a smart box between these boxes.
No, that's not where they'd hide it. They'd hide it inside a box in a rack of other smart cases.
But then they need somebody on the ground who knew it was coming.
We have biosample boxes going to 14 labs.
Well, we can't search them all. Look, we're gonna have to narrow this down. Kath, it's time we started to talk suspects here.
I've been asked what kind of payload situation you have.
Tell him it's just a double check.
Deuces, do we have a problem?
No, it's just a delay.
First, we've got Duzin. Now, Duzin plays his cards so close to the chest we don't know what he's thinking or what lengths he'd go to see his family well. Plus, on the other side of that airlock is Frank Dexter, the shuttle pilot. He and Duzin are good friends. They go rock climbing together. Now, he'll have 45 minutes on the way down to check the cargo. Second, we've got Cave. Now, he knows this Russian doctor who's an expert on the Wernicke syndrome. Third is Harry. Well, I'll leave Harry to you.
Now, apart from that virus box, whose labs is she sending samples to?
I don't know.
Names.
Well, the only guy I recognized was this guy Penfold of World Health.
Did Harry mention him?
No, he's a friend of Gail's. Lyle was crowing about it. You're kidding.
Get me that box.
Gail, are you in there?
Walter, Frank is really jumpy about missing his re-entry window.
Unity, this is Control.
Shannon here.
Why is Commander McTiernan not available?
She's below decks. We got a delay with the payload.
The kilatonin cell line?
I don't have that information, Control.
There's supposed to be 5 in this box. How many are there?
6.
Are they all labeled?
Yes.
In numerical sequence?
No, according to strain. You want me to check the labels?
Well, it's not going to be correctly labeled, is it? Do we have an indicator for kilatonin?
I believe Paula developed one.
Well, get it. Test every dish.
Catherine, are we getting there? Control's really getting on our case.
Do we have the time to do all this?
Just do it, Harry.
Please confirm that the cause of the delay is not the kilatonin cell line.
We are trying to fix a lock on a virus box. We don't want to risk any contamination in transit.
What happens?
Turns crimson.
Well, Harry, you nearly got away with it.
It wasn't Harry.
Which dish was it? This was about Warnica.
Harry was right. Kelatonin extracts cadmium from bone tissue. Works like a dream.
Pack your bags, Dr. Malloy.
Me and my big mouth,
You knew she'd done this, didn't you? Harry, I rely on you.
Don't act so betrayed. I was your prime suspect. The company is going to sit on that drug.
Dr. Malloy did not do the right thing. That was not the way to do it.
What are you going to do with her?
Frank, you're going to have a passenger.
Does Control know about this?
No, not yet.
You deceived me. You deceived your colleagues.
That's not something I'm proud of.
Imagine it seemed a very straightforward plan down on Earth.
That was before you became my friends.
You still carried out your plan.
Yes, I did.
So even though it meant deceiving your friends, possibly losing Lyle, and probably now your job too, you'd still have done what you did.
Yes. I made kelatonin. I feel a responsibility to make sure it gets to those who will suffer without it.
Commander McTiernan, please detail the reason for your further delay.
Dr. Malloy will not be staying with us after all.
This is unexpected.
She's decided her expertise would be more valuable down on Earth. She has something she wishes to pursue. She'll be discussing it with the board of directors.
This is most unexpected.
I'm putting her on the shuttle.
Proceed.
Thank you.
You're no use to the Warnica victims in jail, are you? It's not going to be easy. You're going to be knocking on doors, shaking collars, pestering politicians and journalists to get the message across. I'm going to be watching your progress. Don't let us down.
I guess I wasn't cut out for life in space.
You had it all planned, didn't you?
I didn't plan on what happened between us.
Why didn't you tell me what you'd done?
I didn't want you deceiving your friends and lying for me. I wanted to protect you.
You risked everything we had. Our future. I mean, how could you do it?
I'm not like you, Lyle. Maybe one day you'll understand and be able to forgive me.
I won't see you off. I can't get out of this chair.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you, my dear.
Catherine, you going to join us?
Yes, Catherine, do. It's all fresh from the shuttle.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, where's Harry?
With Lyle.
I just couldn't let it lie. She was right. I persecuted her. You know, it's really weird. Deep down, I think I knew what she'd done. I just couldn't admit it.
Yeah, you went a little bit crazy.
I just wanted it to be anyone but her. Harry, can you accept an unconditional apology?
Yeah, I will. Hey, if you need to talk some more.
You're most kind.
Good night, love.
I think I may have found us a supernova. This is it, guys. We're going to have to give this our full attention.